everybody, back again, this time with a Caesar sound. And that is creating a layout about a musical event, including flair and using a stencil. So one of the things that I'm going to show you how to do is to use a punch to make a stencil. So we're going to do that, and let's get going. I am doing pictures of the musical Six, mainly using Chamel paper. So I think that will be fun. I'm going to use this as my big background, and we're going to put some black musical notes around the edges. But first, I'm going to punch a white piece of cardstock and show you how to use that and make your own stencil. So I will put you on fast forward, and we will get going. So I did not end up using a white piece of cardstock. I have this piece of paper sitting on the bottom, and the first thing I did is line up and make a set of musical notes along the edge so I can use that as a border. Now, I didn't quite think this whole thing through, and I decided I really didn't want the whole edges done. So you're going to see me use some black cardstock or some black ink and basically use black soot and make the stencil, the music notes on the top. Now, my black soot is old. It needs to be re-inked a little bit, but after a little bit, it worked perfectly fine. And I got a really cool kind of subtle black music notes on the top. And then I wanted to do the music notes on the bottom. And all of a sudden I realized this is not going to work as easily. Now, there's a lot of things I could have done. I could have got one of those sticky mats. I have 3 of them. I could have taped it down. I could have done a lot of things. And instead, I futzed around with it for a while. Now, what I would have done normally is put the washi tape down and done that and held it all down first so that you don't have movement. I had a lot of movement on this bottom line. Ends up working, but you're going to watch me futz around with the washi tape and then with tape and then trying to figure it out. And nothing seems to work and everything is moving. And I finally get it, but it took way longer than it could have if I had just used a sticky mat and I had just used washi tape from the beginning. So learn from me and do things a little bit differently. So finally I do put all this washi down and it works out fine. And it is perfectly good. Anyway, so I put a lot of black soot down there. And what I really just wanted to show is sometimes you don't have the exact stencil that you need. Like sometimes you don't have a stencil that you want. You can always make a stencil. You can make a stencil with your punches, with your dies, all those kinds of things. So don't forget that, a stencil doesn't have to be something in your stash. You can make your own stencils and use it. And then this particular piece of paper I had was this really cool darker teal, which went great with the teal I had been planning on using anyway. So the whole thing worked out as far as the layout. So I've got that heart and kind of the fun paper. This is pictures from when we went to see Six, the musical. It was one of the Christmas presents that John got me. I absolutely loved every second of it. I really wanted the title to be, divorced, beheaded, dead, or killed. Divorced, beheaded, I don't remember the rest of it. But anyway, and I couldn't because, well, I didn't have enough letters. There's a lot of E's in divorced and beheaded just by themselves. So anyway, if divorced, beheaded, died, divorced, beheaded, survived. There you go. I got it. It took me a second. Anyway, you'll see what I end up doing for the title in a second. But it was a lot of fun. Totally recommend this musical. If you haven't seen it and it plays anywhere near you, it's more of a rock show than a musical. And we totally loved it. Had so much fun. It was a great date day. And then I'm using from the vellum sheet some of the cameras that I cut out from the Semel collection, using those as an embellishment as well. So just using some older collections, having a great time. And I noticed here, as I'm doing this, that the page is totally misaligned that I put down. So I'm just going to trim that off. I have some gold washi tape. And here are the Simple Stories rainbow kind of letters that I have. This is one of the collections that came out recently. And I'm just using those to put some words on my flare. That's one of the ways I really like to use flare is by putting word stickers on them. And then I'm going to go to the title, and I'm going to take a piece of acetate that I just have, and I'm going to put the title down, and it's going to be musical date day. Musical word is longer than the green, so I'm going to end up layering that on top of my photo. For this particular photo, because there's not anything on that section of it, it works out fine. If I had needed to, I could have moved where the title was, but I really wanted the title to be on that big block of green. I also could have moved the photos over, but like I said, there's nothing on this particular, there's nothing on this photo, so I knew I was okay to move the title to have it overlap. So I started with the AL, and then, or the LA, and then I moved and did the from right to left, I did the word. So then it says musical date day, and I love that. And then I'm going to find some few other embellishments to put on here. So remember the challenge was the musical with a stencil and flare. So I've got 3 pieces of flare. I used a stencil for the music notes on the top and the bottom. And this is about a musical that we saw. So really appreciate this. This is one of my 5th or 6th layouts for this challenge. I am totally loving doing all the random kind of videos as part of this and using my supplies. It has been super fun for me. I hope you're enjoying it. If you want to see the challenges close up, please go to the link in the description box. And if you enjoyed this, please like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks. See y'all next time. Bye-bye.